Hello everybody and welcome back to F1 Manager with the Haas. And you thought this series was dead and buried? No, I've just been really busy with Football Manager and EAFC, but it's not dead and buried. We are back for the final race of the season where we're going to Abu Dhabi, round 23 at the back end of November. And we are confirmed to be finishing third place this season, which is lovely, to be honest. It is definitely a top three that's going on. Red Bull, Ferrari and Haas are the top three. Mercedes a long way away. Aston Martin, Williams having a good season. McLaren having a dreadful season. And AlphaTauri not picking up a single point this year is absolutely shocking. Lando Norris is probably going to secure second place. George Russell could get second place if he wins or potentially finishes second and Lando Norris doesn't finish in the points. Théo Pourchaire, a good season for the rookie, up into sixth as well. So we seem to be putting ourselves into a good position for next year, and we're going to win lots of money for the fastest pit stop award. That is just nailed on because we win it every year. If we look at the rules and regulations, obviously huge changes coming next season. We've done as much as we can to try and nullify these, but the changes are so big that any research we do is never going to really cut into all of it. It was always going to be a little bit difficult. But yeah, as you can see, as we just go through this, we have done as much as we can. So we should make a big dent into some of the regulation changes that are happening. We have 3.4 million left in our account. We're going to have a fair amount left in our cost cap as well, or enough in there anyway to see what we can do. If we look at the research, you can see we're still doing lots of research to just eat into as much of those effects as we can. Manufacturing, we're not manufacturing everything because this is the last race of the season. So we are going to qualify position, get 2 drivers into the top 10 because Théo Pourchaire still isn't doing amazing, and we'll get 2 drivers into Q2. That's not a problem at all. We'll get the finish position and we've got our streaks ongoing as well. So let's dive into the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. We'll be back for qualifying. So practice done, and we've got both drivers coming into this one with confidence, which is good. 94% for Lando, 91% for Théo Pourchaire. Driver setups weren't the best for the cars, but we should be in a good position to do pretty well in Abu Dhabi. We'll have to see how it goes. But yeah, we're going to head into Q1. We just need to make sure we get all the right components on the car. Here we go then, ready for Abu Dhabi qualifying, the last qualifying of the season. And it's going to be interesting to see how it works next year with the huge regulation changes that we're going to have coming for Haas. But yeah, we'll see how we get on. We're just going to wait for a little bit of a gap for Lando Norris. Pourchaire is going to start his flying lap. And we'll go out there because Gasly and that lot will be doing. So Pourchaire goes 5th, not the best. Lando Norris has better components on his car at the moment, so he will be our real sort of barometer to how well we can do around this track, and he goes 2nd. There you go. That'll probably be enough to get Lando through, so we're going to send Pourchaire out again, see if he can match something else. He's in the slipstream of Lance Stroll, who's actually just come in. So we're going to get Tsunoda on the DRS zone, which is good, and Pourchaire doesn't improve. Okay, and with 5 minutes to go, Pourchaire could be out. That is very concerning unless we can quickly get his car back in the garage and back out again. We'll put him on a brand new set of softs. It's not ideal. He's only going to have time for 1 flying lap, so that is what it's going to have to be. As you can see, everybody just going out to do their final laps. Just going to see if we can time this to go out right at the end. So Albon's going out, Magnussen, Gasly, Perez is just starting his fast lap. There goes Ricciardo. I think there goes... so Verstappen is still going. Stroll. Going to have to come out somewhere here. Let's go out there and see how we can... See if we can get this done. We may have left that... Again, I say we. I may have left that a little bit too late because I think Pourchaire is going to struggle to get round here, but I think we're going to have to go manual. And we're going to tell him to get on the beans a little bit, I think. Let's have a look. He is... Yeah, so there you go. He gets Piastri. He's going to take Stroll. Is he going to sit behind Verstappen? I think he is. So, attack, push, deploy. This is it, Theo. What have you got from here? He needs to set green sectors, but we've got a yellow flag somewhere, which is really irritating. Hopefully it won't affect Theo Pourchaire too much. He's got a green sector 1, which is a good positive start. It's all down to this lap. I don't know why we're watching this in 1 time speed. He's got a green sector 1. He's got a green sector 2. And he improves to 9th. Lovely stuff. He gets into Q2. So into Q2 we go. We're going to send Pourchaire out straight away to see what he can do. We're going to send both drivers out. See if we can get a nice early lap in a bit of clean air. That would be nice, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen because Leclerc gets in the way straight away. I'm sure both drivers have got held up there. A 1:23.1 for Pourchaire, and Norris it's a 1:21.8. So yeah, Pourchaire hit loads of traffic. So we're going to put a fresh pair of softs on for Theo Pourchaire. I think Lando should be safe. He set an absolutely cracking time. Now it's like, I'm going to risk it with Theo. Theo's 15th, so we're going to risk it with him and get him out relatively quickly in this traffic and see if he can just set a decent time here. He's got Giovinazzi's slipstream to help him out, which should improve his time. And Theo Pourchaire does go 5th. He's pulling it out on the last lap every race. So into Q3 we go. We're going to send both drivers out very, very early again. So much better first laps from both drivers. They are closer to each other, although Pourchaire is still quite a way off the pace. Lando Norris has used 1 set of tyres for the whole of qualifying, so we'll finally put him on a fresh set. We'll leave Theo on the same set, and then we're going to send Theo out straight away to go and get another lap done. Hopefully he's got this within Max Verstappen's slipstream. No, they will come in, so he's going to get a clean lap actually. Very Pourchaire, this is probably the best he can do, and it's half a second off Leclerc, so yeah, decent for him, not amazing. We're going to send Lando out there because there's lots of clean air behind Carlos Sainz, so that should be nice. Lando should be able to set quite a storming lap on new tyres with a lot of clean air in front of him as Pourchaire comes in. That'll be his qualifying over, and here goes Lando Norris. Didn't look to seem to get too much speed, but he is on a flying lap. Let's check in. It's a green sector 1, no purples. A green sector 1 for Lando, green sector 2, and he just jumps above his teammate, so pace was a little bit off. So going into the Grand Prix we're starting 5th and 6th, not too bad, but Lando should have an absolute bucket ton of soft tyres to use because we didn't really use them. So we're going to try something in the last race where Lando Norris has had a magnificent season, to be honest. We're going to try something a little bit different. We're going to go with a crazy little strategy and see what we can do. So 8 seconds quicker than anything else we've got. We could push the mediums, get a little bit more pace out of them. Have we got another set of mediums? No. I mean, if safety cars turn up, we're in absolute world of... I'd love to push off the start. That's the thing. Let's go for that. We'll try that. Lando's very good on his tyres anyway. So, and then with Theo Pourchaire, we'll add a stint in on the soft tyres as well. Let's see if we can push everything. Can we push everything? Mediums, hards. No, you can't push everything. I think we're going to do something like that for Theo. Let's do that. Push on the hards. Get there. That is actually quicker, apparently, but that's what we're going to go with. Right, into this, get everything pushing off the start line. Let's see if we can jump some positions or at least match the AI for their starts because they are very quick off the line. We'll drop our fuel down a little bit. Let's get into it. Here we are then, 5 red lights. We are away for the final Grand Prix of the season as Red Bull leading the way. They've got the constructors all nailed down, and it's this front 3 of Ferrari, Red Bull and Haas this year who have been doing their best they can, to be honest, as Lando goes up straight away, I think, in the inside of a Ferrari up to 4th. We'll just get the ERS battle assist on as well. But yeah, Lando's had a superb season for us. Theo Pourchaire's been a bit unlucky with his car engine and components. It has been hurting him a little bit, but yeah, what's everyone's strategies here? So Norris could get the lead of this race early on, which would be lovely because he's on the soft tyres. So we'll have to see how that goes. So we've got a yellow flag, but Lando Norris has overtaken Charles Leclerc to get up to 2nd place. He is now hunting down George Russell as well. And with DRS, I'm not sure if he's going to make this move. He's not quite going to get it done, but Lando Norris is doing very, very well up to P2. Pourchaire's holding on to 6th as well, so both drivers doing very, very well. And Lando's got really good confidence, so let's get him overtaking. We haven't really done it much with Pourchaire in the season, but his confidence is very high. So we'll wait until he hits peak and then we'll get him to do some more manoeuvres. But yeah, Lando Norris racing with the leaders at the moment. And Lando Norris has the lead in the DRS zone, so now we need him to really push and see if he can get away, because it was a very easy DRS pass. As you can see there, very easy down the long straights of Abu Dhabi when you get that DRS, but now he needs to put a gap with these soft tyres between him and George Russell, himself and George Russell. That would be absolutely epic, because George is going to have the DRS here, so we don't need to push at the moment, but well, now we're out of the DRS, we will get back on deploy. We've got a yellow flag for a crash involving multiple cars. It's an Aston Martin and Alfa Romeo, Valtteri Bottas. Yeah, not much there, rubbish. So in comes Lando for his first pit stop as Max Verstappen takes the lead of the Grand Prix. Theo Pourchaire in a right old ding-dong battle with Antonio Giovinazzi in the Alpine. But we're going to just watch this stop here from Lando. Obviously, he's on a very different strategy to everyone else. So we're going to drop a few positions, probably climb a number of positions. We just need pit stops to be good. 2.4 seconds is not too bad at all. And he's going to come out racing Magnussen. So as he goes under the tunnel of the Abu Dhabi pit lane, which is a very nice feature. I do really like it. It's going to come out around Magnussen and Stroll, which, yeah, he comes out just in front of K-Mag. He should have enough pace to then go and catch the cars in front as well. And we should be in a good position. Pourchaire up to 6th, as we said, in this ding-dong battle with Antonio Giovinazzi. We are going to tell him to be aggressive and go for it. So unsurprisingly, Lando Norris sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix on new, fresh, soft tyres and is making his way up the field as well. Back up into 8th as Giovinazzi and Stroll pit. So Pourchaire now has lots of free air in front of him, but he does have Pierre Gasly behind him. Oh, and we could be back here just to see Lando Norris get a move done on Esteban Ocon, and Lando Norris gives him the old shifteroo and gets through on the inside. Lovely stuff from Lando. So Lando has now hit a bit of traffic, which ironically is with his teammate Theo Pourchaire. Leclerc and Sainz haven't pitted, but Verstappen and Russell did pit. They came out behind Lando Norris, so that is rather interesting. We're gonna pit Pourchaire a lap early to get him out of the way of Lando, because you can see this battle is slowing Lando down. As Lando goes up the inside of his teammate. Does he? No, he doesn't. Pourchaire keeps the lead ahead of his teammate. I could give them team orders to let this one go, but I'm not going to, because Lando should get this done. They've both got DRS. Are they going to go either side of Pierre Gasly? Pierre Gasly goes defensive, and Theo Pourchaire keeps the lead. We're letting them battle, which I probably shouldn't do. But I think Lando's just got a nose in front, and he has. So, Theo Pourchaire nearly going into the back of Lando Norris. So we're just going to take his aggression off while he sits behind Lando at the moment, because he should be coming into pit. Anyway, Sainz pits in, so Lando Norris will overtake him while he's in the pits. And there is Theo Pourchaire going into the pit. So Lando can hopefully now just bust a gut round Pierre Gasly with no issues, because Pourchaire comes into pit. So Leclerc stays out, as does Gasly, so Norris could be in a very good position if he can get past Pierre Gasly and get this done. Gasly defending really well, and Pourchaire setting a 2.2, which was lovely for a pit stop from Theo Pourchaire, so that will help him out quite a lot. And this should be an easy pass now with DRS for Lando Norris. And it is, so we don't need to get him pushing his battery so much. And Lando now has free air and should be able to close the gap towards Leclerc before he pits. And Leclerc does pit, so Norris takes the lead of the Grand Prix as the fastest lap just goes to George Russell there. We've got a yellow flag somewhere. Lots of other people coming into pit. It was Pourchaire who spun. That is... Theo, don't say you've ruined your tyres. I've just put fresh hards on. That is not what we need. He hasn't ruined his tyres as of yet, so yeah, and no aerodynamics, just the powertrain issues that he knew he had when we put his car together. So yeah, Lando Norris out in front. Pourchaire's damaged his time a little bit with that spin, But Lando Norris 2 seconds ahead of Gasly. He's quite far ahead here of the group that have pitted, and he's on soft tyres, so yeah, he needs to make this work. So Max Verstappen on his fresher tyres has caught Lando up quite quickly, which is a little bit irritating, but I'm not too worried because we're going to be finishing the race on very fast tyres as well, as here comes Max Verstappen with the DRS, and hopefully we can now stay with him with DRS. So we'll top up a little bit, try and get our battery charged, and try and get our just let Lando Norris pull us along a little bit. Max Verstappen pull us along a bit. Oh my god, Pourchaire is locked up again. He's not enjoying these hard tyres. It's turn 12 again as well. He span out here on the last lap, and on this one he's locked up. Rubbish. Okay, with Thibaut Pourchaire racing as he is, we're going to take an executive decision here and go soft softs and just see if we can drag them out. We're just going to pit him, get him on fast tyres and see what he can do. Max Verstappen is using the power of that Red Bull to really pull away. You can see Pourchaire with that lockup lost 10 positions, so he is back into the pits and he will get onto the soft tyre. Now, I don't want to replace Thibaut Pourchaire, but it is potentially an option. Let me know down below, do we just go out there and get the best drivers possible to win the championship, or do we stick with Thibaut Pourchaire, because he's not actually done badly this season. He's done really well, actually. I don't want to be reactive because of the last lap of the or the last race of the Grand Prix, so we'll see how he gets on. But he's probably going to be lapped by his teammate at some point, as Lando Norris is keeping pace with Max Verstappen, and we've put over a second. Oh no, Russell is a second off Verstappen. He's just over half a second off us, so not doing too badly there. We'll get on the mediums at some point. And Verstappen has gone medium soft, so I'm going to assume he's going to end on the hard tyre as well. So it's going to be an interesting race at the end. Okay, so Lando comes into the pits. He's going to come out probably around Giovinazzi, but again, we'll be on very fresh tyres. He should be able to overtake everyone on the hards quite easily. He might, if it's, he might come out a bit lower down actually, because Giovinazzi's, yeah, I'm not sure about this. It's a good stop, 2.07. It's a lovely stop. We're going to come out in clear air, so that suggests we're going to come out ahead of Giovinazzi, but I think it's going to be pretty close. That is the fastest pit stop of the Grand Prix. Okay, it's not close. We are well ahead of Giovinazzi, which is good, because we haven't got... What are we off the leader? 20 seconds off George Russell. We should be able to make that up pretty quickly on these tyres, to be honest. And in the space of like 1.5 laps, Lando Norris has already caught up to Carlos Sainz, already turned that gap from 20 seconds to 13 seconds to Max Verstappen and George Russell. So really is in a cracking position to get back into this race and end on the soft tyres as well, which is going to be absolutely massive. So I'm hoping Lando Norris can get this done. If we can win on the last race of the season, that would be epic. And now Norris finds himself in a ding-dong battle with Charles Leclerc as Russell and Verstappen both come into the pits. They surely will be going to the hard tyres to try and see this one out. Leclerc already on the hard tyre. He's going to be defending pretty strongly. Russell has a stop. Oh, it's a bad stop for Russell. He's held because Verstappen had to pass him. But yeah, Lando Norris and Charles Leclerc take what is the effective lead of the Grand Prix. But obviously Verstappen and Russell are going to be coming out on fresh hard tyres, I would assume. It looks like the hard tyres there for Max Verstappen. A bit hard to see in the darkness of the tunnel. But it does look like hard tyres as Verstappen is out. Yeah, hard tyres for him. Hard tyres for Russell. So Norris doing medium softs from here on in. Could be pretty interesting. And he should get this move done on Charles Leclerc. Down this DRS straight. He pulls to the side. Is he going to do the switch back? I don't think he's going to need to. He's going to go around the outside. Oh, look like they may have had a little touch of tyres, but Lando Norris gets it done. Let's see if we can... Well, we've got the next DRS zone, and then we'll put the foot to the floor with our battery as well to see if we can pull away, because we're going to need to, although Leclerc is making us fight for this. Right, here we go. And this is where you need to push, Lando. Okay, Lando Norris has put a 9-second gap between him and George Russell as he comes in for his final stop to get onto those last set of soft tyres. Again, if he comes out ahead of Charles Leclerc, which I think he should, it's going to be really interesting, because we're going to have very good pace at the end on these soft tyres. So Norris in, Verstappen and Russell pass him. There's another good stop of 2.2 seconds. And now that's done, we can confirm that Thibaut Pourchaire can come in for his final stop onto the soft tyres. And Lando Norris is going to come out well ahead of Charles Leclerc. Let's have a look what we are off the leaders here. Once it all resets and confirms, 8 seconds, we should be able to make that up. Pushing on these tyres ever so slightly. Let's see what Lando can do with 15 laps to go. Oh, Lando's had a crash. He's still in third. He's still going. But he has got major front wing damage. And he's just got this corner wrong. Comes through, big spin, hits the wall. I mean, third place is what we take now. He's 11 seconds off. We're not going to get you into pit. We're going to keep you out there. See what you can do. Fuck. Yeah, the major front wing damage is really hurting Lando, but it was too slow. We couldn't have brought him in and made a change. So, yeah, it's an easy pass for Charles Leclerc to get into the final podium position. So, yellow flag, another crash involving lots of cars. It's a McLaren and an Alpine this time as they're coming into the tight right-hander. It's just a clash of tyres. Ugh, that's not good. Alex Albon having a bit of an incident. That'll be investigated, I'm sure, but yeah, we've got we shouldn't really be caught by Carlos Sainz. The front wing damage has written off Lando Norris's race, really. So Lando Norris is coming around the final few corners. Carlos Sainz has lowered the gap quite a lot, but he should be in a good position to bring this one home in 4th position as Pourchaire finishes 18th after a bit of a shocking race for him in Abu Dhabi for the last one of the season. But Lando Norris, a good race. It was just that final, that little spin hurt his front wing, really caused the damage. Leclerc easily caught him up, but a 4th place finish, a good season overall. He should have secured 2nd place in the championship. So Max Verstappen wins it, George Russell 2nd, Leclerc 3rd. Lando Norris, I think, would have won it. I think he honestly would have won it if he didn't have that spin. I think he would have caught the other drivers. But he does secure 2nd place in the championship with a 14-point lead over George Russell. Max Verstappen sort of running away with it in that Red Bull. And in the Constructors, we do secure 3rd, which was nailed on anyway. So we have completed some research for the front wing of 2024. I don't know if we can get another one done in time. Let's have a look. Can we do another? I mean, we've done 5 projects on the front wing. We've done 5 on the chassis, 5 on the front wing, 4 on the rear wing with one happening, 2 on the side pods with another one happening, 4 on the underfloor and 2 on suspension. 1.6, 1.45. I think we do have our... Yeah, we've used up all of our hours, but that's not going to stop us putting in a bit of research into all of this stuff just to get a bit more done. 33 days. It is going to be done before. Cost cap remaining 4 million. So that's fine. Continue that. Lovely stuff. That's going to get done. We've got 5 days for the side pods, so we may be able to squeeze another one in after that as well. And there are the side pods complete. So now it's just a case of we're just getting a few messages around our cost cap. So let's just go and have a little look. If we go car part development, add in another one, what's the cheapest thing we can do? 1.6, 1 million, 1.3. We'll do another side pod. Again, none of that available. We'll go for, I think, airflow. We haven't done too much on airflow, so let's lower those down a little bit. Next, 1 million, cost cap remaining 3 million, so we should be fine. And we'll put 2 engineers on that, which will get it done on the 27th of December, and the cut-off point is the 30th, so that is lovely stuff. So chassis research complete as well. I don't know if we'll be able to squeeze in yet another one before December. I mean, chassis is only 700,000, so we can definitely get one of those in for the cost cap. We haven't done too much engine cooling, to be honest. Let's just chuck a load into engine cooling. Cost cap remaining 288. Ooh, no, we're not going to be doing that then. And it won't be done. Oh, man, can we move an engineer off something else? Let me just go and first off, let's check our cost cap. Finances, cost cap, remaining 988. It's going to be a bit of a risk, isn't it? I mean, we could go for the engineering team. No, we need all 10 of them. Scouting team, I think, is at 0 anyway. So I think we leave it. I don't want to risk going over the cost cap again. Yeah, I'm not sure. Because it's the end of the season. Surely we can... Let's have a look. We've got 4 on this one, which is going to take 19 days. If we take 1 off that, it will be done by Christmas Day. And then if we say chassis next put it into engine cooling, knock these down a little bit. 30th of December. Come on, let's do it. If we do this, does that mean that's all we've got left, or this is going to be after? I think it's after. I thought, sorry, it said we had 900,000. Let's have a look. 288. Well, it's going to be close, isn't it? We want to use up as much of our cost cap as possible. So, the rear wing is complete. The underfloor research is complete as well. And we are getting to the point now where, yeah, it's looking good. Cost cap is 288. I think we're going to take this to the limit for our cost cap. And I'm excited. And there we go then. So the fastest pit stop, we get an extra £12 million in. Our Alan Permain is a low unchanged morale. We'll give him a new contract, I'm sure. And we get high confidence from the board for our pit stop stuff as well. Lando Norris finishes second. Theo Pourchaire finishes sixth. In the constructors, we finished third. And we have upgraded our team rating to a whole four stars, which is good. They wanted us to finish fourth. We got third. We've smashed our long-term objective as well. And in the constructors, yeah, third, second. Team principal rating has gone up 200 points, which is incredible. And our team has gone up incredible amounts as well, which means we can go and get some really good staff. The board confidence is high, and we get a lovely bit of 1.5 million. So we're getting an extra gearbox, an extra ERS, and an extra engine as well. And yeah, huge major technical changes for next season. So we'll come back in the next episode and start season number 4, I think it is. Is this 3 or 4? Can't remember. We'll start season number whatever's next. And we'll go through pre-season, do the first race of the Grand Prix, and then accelerate through to the halfway point and see how we're getting on. But hopefully we're not too affected, or we've done enough research to cover those regulation changes. So thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.